Hey guys, it's another brutally hot day here. I think it's July 3rd today. So happy 4th, everyone. That'll be tomorrow, Saturday. So we're out here working though. I know a lot of guys are taking off today, but we're here at the yard. You know, always getting stuff done, and I've got a delivery to go do right now. This guy's getting 6 yards of screen topsoil and then 2 yards of blackened. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. I've never really introduced one of these videos and kind of taking you through the process. I know you guys can probably imagine what I'm going to be doing, loading out with the skid steer. I've got a 1 yard bucket that we use, 66-inch wide bucket that we use with kind of a long bottom and a high back. So it's a perfect 1 yard bucket for these soils. So I can load, you know, it's just going to be 8 buckets. It'll be 6 of the screened and then 2 of the topsoil. The blackened topsoil, and we'll get that all loaded up, and then I'm gonna take you guys along for the ride. I actually delivered to this guy yesterday as well, and he needs more dirt today. He just didn't calculate how much he needed, pretty significantly off. We need 8 more yards, and he had only ordered 3 yesterday. So, but we will get this taken care of. I'm gonna take you guys along, get y'all on the Bobcat with me, and then we'll get in the truck and head that way, and we'll dump it out and get back over here to the shop and keep working. I think I'm going to try to clean up around that processor today and get some footage of that as well, show you guys kind of what it's like, you know, kind of the not so fun parts about firewood processing and running a processor. You know, you got to get that thing moved out every now and then and clean out from under it and that kind of thing. So I'm going to get that done today. That way we're ready to move that thing in the shop. And like I said in a previous video, I need to get a little bit of maintenance work and repair work taken care of, some welding and things that I need to do, and it's a perfect time to do it. You know, probably end up being early next week before I get around to getting that thing all, you know, back set up and ready to run again. But you know, like right now I don't have any logs out there, so that's fine with me, honestly. I've got plenty of stock right now, and it's getting that time of year where I don't really, you know, we don't need to be processing every day anyway. So, but I'm gonna get out there and get in the skid steer, get loaded up, and we'll head on this delivery. One more thing, we'll be hopping in the International 4300 dump truck, and I've never really done a walk around on this truck before, but we actually built out this bed ourselves right here. It came with it just had a flatbed on it, but it had those stake pockets in it, and we welded all this up and built this out ourselves, and it turned out really nice. We did have a professional body shop paint it for us. We wanted something that would hold up a little bit better than just a rattle can spray paint. So that the paint has held up tremendously well, and we put this tarp kit on it, and remote, you know, powered tarp kit, so that's super nice too, to be able to protect the load and do it easily without having to get out and muscle around something. So it's been a pretty good truck. We just threw a ton of money into the brake system, but I think it's going to be reliable here on out. It does suck. It doesn't have air conditioning right now, and that's something we've got to get fixed at a truck center near us that works on these Internationals. They got to have the correct programming to do it, which that's been just a nightmare. You know, just getting it to them and being down this truck is tough, because this is kind of our larger truck that can haul bigger loads, and this one never goes on jobs because it doesn't tow a trailer, so it's always here at the yard. So it's a good truck to have, but we're gonna have to do without it if we want that AC fixed. And on a day like today, when it's 100+ degree heat index, it's brutal. Just get in there, open the windows, and hope you can keep moving. So, but I'm gonna get going. Y'all stick around. Yeah, I got to get on the skid steer and take the fork rotator off. I was rotating baskets into a delivery truck this morning, sending out some firewood deliveries. Today's Friday. That's a typical delivery day for the week, unless we need to run any additional wood throughout the week or something. Add a day if we need to, but this time of year it's of course slow. We're doing mostly just restaurants and a few residents here and there, but we'll get this disconnected, get hooked up to that bucket, and get loaded. I'll go ahead and just rotate this in our little customer pickup pile that we have. That's what this pile is, if y'all have ever been wondering. We got just a little customer pickup pile. We can just take our most seasoned wood and rotate it right here as we need to. You know, right now we don't focus on having a big pile of this. You know, there's our green oak that, you know, most recently split stuff that we're still just moving out from under that conveyor. But I'm going to rotate this right here. That way we've got a little more stock right here. I can always just go out there and get more baskets if we were to ever get someone that, you know, I mean, we do occasionally, a few times a week, we'll load out a few buckets. So that pile gets, you know, gets taken from, gets added to, you know, as needed. So, but during the peak winter season, you know, we'll be running out of that big bin over there, and sometimes we go through a ton of wood in a day, just depending on the day. Got to load a customer out real quick, but we'll get loading here in just a minute once we finish that. Guys, got that all loaded up. Just kicking the scrap in the bucket real quick, we'll get that out of the fire later. But I'm gonna go grab me a water and get heading on this delivery and bring you guys along, and we'll get this loaded mixed topsoil. We got screened and blackened. We'll get that dumped off at the customer's house and head back over to the shop.
Hello.
Hey, this is Dan?
Yeah.
Hey Dan, it's Matt again with Elite Landscape Materials.
Hey Matt, how you doing?
Hey, doing good. Just about to head your way right now, leaving the shop. So just want to give you a heads up.
Do me a favor.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to pass your shop, but I'm heading into town. So
okay.
If you don't dump that load exactly where you dumped last one,
yep,
that will be perfect.
All right, will do.
All right. Thanks, Matt.
Thanks. See you. Like I say, I was here yesterday, so I know right where it goes. I'm just gonna back it right down into that spot right there. You see how they got that center circle in the driveway there? We'll get that backed in there and dump it off and head back to the shop. So. Guys, that's 8 yards right there. I think it's going to be maybe a little more than he's going to need, but he'll definitely have enough this time, so that's good. All right, guys, head back to the shop. Shop. That was delivery went well. It was extremely hot, but I'm back and ready to eat some lunch. So appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you on the next one.